Yo, what is happening, guys? Nathan back once again, and in today's video I'm gonna share with you how Smithers businesses can get more customers, more leads, and more foot traffic to their location. And we're gonna show you real life examples of businesses that are probably lacking in these areas and how they can improve so that they can get more customers, more sales, and more people walking through their door. So I am with my business 360 Gallery, and we help businesses get more people walking through their doors. And so let's take a little trip down Smithers, and we are going to take a look at some things. So if we were here in Smithers and we wanted to, let me see, go to a chiropractor. Okay, Smithers Chiropractor. We've got Bulkley Valley Chiropractic. So if we click onto here, okay, because remember, like, this is exactly the route that your potential customers, clients, or patients are taking. They're going to Google. They're typing into Google and they're seeing, hey, where can I go for a chiropractor? Where can I go to buy a gift? Where can I go to buy some clothes? Where can I go to whatever it is? So in this one, let me see here. So let's say I was in the need for some chiropractic services. These are the first results that I am seeing. So what do you think that as a potential patron of this business is going to do? One of the things is, especially if I've never been to a chiropractor before, I'm going to look at the photos. I want to see the photos. And so here we've got Bulkley Valley Chiropractic, and then, oh wow, this is an old photo. This is an old photo. This is probably older than me. So, wow, okay. That's old. That's crazy how old that is. That is the representation of your business. And those photos are actually even from 8 years ago. These ones here. That is it. That is it. Now, let me show you another example. If I were to go here and I wanted to say Best Burnaby Chiropractor, of course it's not Best Burnaby Chiropractor. Okay, this here, who do you think that is? Probably my client, right? So here in Burnaby, a very, very busy place, check out all those reviews, 537 reviews, that's crazy. Okay, so obviously we want to check out the photos, and look, we've got beautiful photos. All right, so we got nice photos of the clinic, looks clean, looks professional. All right, we've got some very, very nice photos here, but I want to show you something that is absolutely amazing. Check this out. So one thing that we have that many other businesses don't have is a full 360-degree virtual tour. So, but when you come here, you're saying, oh, wow, I know exactly what to expect in this place because I can explore it fully from top to bottom. I can see it. I can walk through it. Absolutely stunning. Look at this. Imagine giving your potential customers, your potential clients, the ability to walk through so many people. They've never been to a chiropractor before, and they have no idea what to expect. They might be scared. They might be like, what the heck is a chiropractor? I have no idea. What's he gonna do to me? But then when they come to a place like this, they see that it's a nice, clean, professional looking place. They say, it's not as scary as I made it out to be in my head. So here, you've got something like this. This is your representation versus something like this, where I can virtually walk through the whole entire business. So same thing, we can come into, let's say, Smithers Family Chiropractic, and then we click into here. Obviously, once again, we are going to look at the photos. This is your photos. This right here. And you know what's unfortunate about this, what you see here? I've been here, and there's this little entrance here. And this entrance is like, it's so cool. Like it's like walking into, I don't know, like a magical place. Like just the way that it is designed. It's actually really beautiful. You would never know by looking at this dusty old photo from 6 years ago. You'd never know, but I know because I've been there. But what would you rather have? Some dusty old photo, or giving your potential clients, your potential patients, the ability to, hey, come inside. We have a beautiful place and you're going to enjoy it. And this is what we give you. Okay? So yeah, you can rely on a dusty old photo like this. And this is from, they don't show when it's from. They used to, but I think it's because it's super old. But anyways, this is the building here. Okay? And this entrance is so nice. It's just, I remember the first time walking in here, I thought to myself, wow, this is so cool. I would love to take photos of this place. I would love to bring this to life. And so it's absolutely like super cool. So as consumers, you know, we are going to be looking at photos. Not only that, we're also going to be looking at reviews. And if we look here, we've got 2 reviews. And so that's why we want to make sure that we are getting reviews, more reviews. We have something in place that we want to make sure that we are getting consistent reviews. And so this is just a chiropractor. Let's go more places. We've got Dr. Scott Anderson. Click onto here. Once again, here we go. We've got photos. This is your photos right here. So I don't necessarily know what it is or what to see. Where are we? Take it. We are here. We're here somewhere. I'm not sure where. You're kind of guessing. Whereas when you have something like this for your clinic, what this gives you is you give your potential patient, in this instance, the peace of mind knowing exactly what to expect when they walk into this place. They know what to expect. They're like, oh, okay, so this is the waiting area. Okay. Especially if they've never been to a chiropractor before, this puts them at ease. They can, if whatever they're curious about, I've never been to a chiropractor before, what can I expect? Okay, so I've got some sort of like, I guess that's where I get my adjustment done. Okay, at least I know it's not some like contraption on the wall that he's gonna hang me upside down on. Trust me, when I went to the chiropractor the first time, I had some ideas. So you have something like this to give your potential clients and potential patients, or you can give them a dusty old photo that when they come, they have no idea what to expect. Like, okay, this is the representation of your business. So that is another. So you can see the first 3 results will avail a chiropractor. Interesting, because there's a business that is not on here. Let's go Smithers Massage. Okay. Health Connection, Bliss, Wellness. So let's go to Bliss. Bliss, I know, has a lot more photos. So here's a business that they have a little bit more. So you can actually see, okay, I have a little bit of an idea as to what to expect at this place. And so you can kind of see the rooms here. Now, what I want you to take a look at in comparison is that when you have regular photos like this, and you definitely need nice photos. However, the thing is that I have to piece this together. I have to kind of like look and say, okay, I can see what's going on here. This looks like the waiting area, maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. That's probably more of the waiting area, but you're not 100% sure. You're kind of looking at this and thinking, okay, that's the reception, but where is that in comparison to that? I think this is around that corner. Do you see what I mean? Okay, I see where I'm actually at because I can see the door frame. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me actually give you another example here. Best, let's say, natural path, Burnaby. Come into here, and come into here once again. This is my client. And we come into the photos, and what do we have with the photos? Well, of course, we have full 360-degree virtual tour of the clinic. Look at this. Anywhere you wanted to look. Okay, you're like, okay, so this is the waiting area. If you've never been to a naturopath, you've never been to a chiropractic clinic, you probably have a lot of questions in your head. You probably have a lot of worries, concerns, uncertainties. But here you have the ability to walk around, to explore this place, top to bottom. And say, okay, what is that? Okay, so this is one of the rooms. It looks nice. Okay. So not bad. I thought it was going to look much different. Never been to a naturopath before. So all those concerns, all those worries, all those thoughts, they go away. And so if you have two businesses, one business, let's say these two businesses were in the same town, Smithers, okay? You had this one, okay, which you're kind of like, okay, kind of get an idea as to what I'm looking at. But you gotta kind of piece it together. Or you have this one where you get to explore on your free will, be able to walk through the whole entire clinic. You know what to expect. From the time you step into that place, you know what's going to be coming at you. Whereas here, you kind of have an idea. Does it even look like this? Because these photos are from 6 years ago. Okay, you're kind of like, I don't really know. So when you walk in there, you've never been to an acupuncturist, you've never been to a massage therapist, you've never been to a naturopath before, you've never been to, the alternative therapy before, and you have no idea what to expect. So when you walk through the door and you don't know what to expect, what's going to happen is you have a lot of concerns. You're going to kind of go in at a little bit more tense. So let me see another one. This is Trillium. And this is actually unfortunate as well. So Trillium here, this is actually a really nice place once again. They don't have one single photo. Now, even though this is a photo, but they didn't put this up. This is just a Google Maps photo that Google has put up here. Now, if you were a potential client, so once again, you've got to put yourself in the mindset of your potential client. Trillium, for example, they do chiropractic, massage therapy, naturopathy, acupuncture. They do a lot of alternative type therapy. Now, a lot of times people who have never experienced alternative type therapy, they have no idea what to expect. They have no idea, like, what's this hippy dippy kind of like woo woo stuff. So they have a lot of ideas, like I said, concerns, insecurities, uncertainties within their head before they even show up. Let me ask you, where is Trillium? Where is it? If you didn't know where it was, you would have no idea. Is it over here? Is it over here? Is it over here? Is it over here? Maybe that's not that. That's the liquor store. But it's actually in this little spot right here. It's way in there. But you would have no idea unless you knew. So I can tell you that hundreds of people every single month are landing on this listing, and they are seeing, like, this is the representation of your business, this here. So what would you rather have? The representation of your business as something like this, where you can give your potential clients the ability to be able to walk through your entire business so that they know what to expect. Check this out. We can go to this is, let me see, Heartstrings. Let's go to Heartstrings and watch this. If you've never been to Heartstrings before, this is Heartstrings. It's one of the most, I think it's like 10,000 square feet. Absolutely beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. And you can go through the whole entire store. There's over 100 photos here. I can see whatever it is that I wanted to see. I'm shopping. And like I said, we can go to Google. Okay. Smithers Shopping. Let's go to Smithers Shopping. So we got Heartstrings. We come into here. They've got a lot of photos. They got photos of the staff. But not only that, once again, if I've never been here and I'm looking for a gift in Smithers, and I get presented with this, and I can walk through this whole entire store virtually. Holy smokes, these guys got bath bombs. They got what else? They got candles. What else they got? Oh, they've got some dream catchers up there. Oh, they even have clothes. Oh, cool. Okay. And then you're telling your husband, you're telling your wife, and you're saying, hey, I think I know the store that we want to go to. Whoa, these guys got pots and pans. Whoa, like these guys just got everything. So let me show you, if we go back, Maynard's Boutique. Let's actually check out Maynard's. Okay, Maynard's Boutique. They've got some nice photos. Okay. We got some nice photos here. Now, okay, it looks like you got some nice clothes. I guess that's the change room. Remember, you're having to piece things together when you have static photos. And not to say that you shouldn't have static photos, not putting those down. But what I'm saying is that when you have static photos that show your place, but you also have a virtual tour where people can virtually walk through your business completely. And we can go to Love of Rocks. Look at this. This is a crystal shop. If I wanted to look up here and say, hey, what's that? I can get a little bit closer of a look. Look around. So you see the difference in having an actual virtual tour of your shop. So if you had the choice of two shops, one shop you are kind of looking at it like, hey, I want to check out this place. It looks pretty nice. Also, these are old. These are very old. Wow, that's an old location, 9 years ago. So these are the photos. So you this was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Now my question is this the photos from the old location? I don't know. Same thing here. Is this the photo? It's from 7 years ago. Is this from the old location? Here's from 2 weeks ago. Now, one thing about photos like this, I see this all the time. It's a nice photo. Okay, it's a nice photo. Whoever took the photo, they took a very nice photo. But the thing is that on a place, when I am looking for a place to shop, I'm not looking for beautiful photography. I'm looking for, is this place have what I want? And so shots like this one's decent because I kind of get an idea that this is the change room. Looks like a nice change room. I like the light. And this one's pretty decent. But this one's okay. But when you have shots that are just too nice, you know, you're trying to get that angle and you're trying to get the, you know, that shot, it doesn't necessarily tell me as a consumer what your shop is about. Great Instagram photo, but for something like Google Maps, it's not very good. Let me show you another one. We go to, let's say, Pet Store Prince George. Okay. Petland, Total Pet, Law Street Market. I think this is the one. And so let's say I'm looking for a pet store in Prince George. Okay, I want a pet store, and I'm very specific about the food that I give my dog. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that the pet store has what I want. And so if you look at this photo here, this photo, what does this photo tell you? This photo tells you that the store is big. It has a lot of items within it. Probably whatever I'm looking for, they're probably gonna have it. Okay, we come here. We have, it's interesting that they did that. I like that. Okay, here we've got a video. These guys even got a video. Okay, we got another photo. Once again, showing, so this photo was taken up like this. Okay, how do I know this? Because I took this photo. I didn't take this photo, but I took this photo, so you can get a photo of the aisle, right? You got a lot of choices. So you have a good idea as to what this store entails. Not only that, of course, they have a full 360-degree virtual tour of their business. So if I'm in the search of a pet store in Prince George, and I'm very specific about the toys that I give my pets, about the food that I give my pets, I want to make sure that this place has what I want. So if we come back out and let's say we go to Total Pet, let's try here. They got 21 photos. Oh, they do have a 360 photo. This is good. Okay, they do have one. The quality's not that great. Could be improved, but let's look at their other photos. Look at their photos. You got the outside. You got some Twiggy. You got some, I guess there's a dog wash there. And then you have some electrical thing. And then you got this, like, this is the representation of this business. What would you rather have your business represented as? Do you want it as this? Is this the representation of your business when people want a pet store? Or do you want something like this where you have a good view of everything? And we also even have, where is the dog wash? Look at this. You have full view of the dog wash, top to bottom. So I'm looking for a pet store, very specific about what I want to give my pet, very specific about anything. Who do you think I'm going to choose? Option 1 that doesn't have very good photos. Option 2 that has very detailed photos and shows me that this is a huge store with a lot of options. So my point is, When we have photos, we want to keep photos that are good for Instagram on Instagram, that are good for Google on Google. So there's a difference that we need to keep, okay? So this store, you don't have a whole idea. You're kind of like piecing it together, kind of looking at it like, okay, it looks kind of cool. It is from 2 weeks ago. So I think I kind of know what to expect while I'm there, okay? And so then if we come into, let's say, Local Supply Co., Outdoor Essentials. Outdoor Essentials is another one. Okay, let's go into Outdoor Essentials. Okay, this is an outdoor sports store. So these guys have a lot of photos, a lot of stuff in here. Okay, that's old. Yeah, I don't think they're there anymore. But check this out. What do they have? Obviously, okay, they've got a beautiful 360-degree virtual tour. Whatever you want to look at. Like, oh, they have Garmin. What do they have as Garmin? Okay, they got some Garmin stuff. Cool. Let's take a look over here. Oh, they've got those Calcutta coolers that I've been wanting. Awesome. What else do they have? So you see the difference. So people are visually shopping. They're looking at, and they got I can't remember his name, but he's standing right here. He was cute. So window shopping. This can be on a device, it can be on a phone, a tablet. You got people in Burns Lake, you got people in Hazleton, Houston, you got people in Terrace. And when they are at home and they're looking for some hunting gear or whatever, some fishing gear, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden they're caught virtually walking through your store, and they're saying, wow, these guys got a lot of stuff. Oh, look, they even have Darn Tough socks. If you know Darn Tough socks, you know that they're freaking awesome. I have a huge amount of these socks. Highly recommend them. Okay, so me, I'd be walking through here and I'd say, oh, these guys have Darn Tough socks. Awesome. That's going to be where I buy my socks. So coming through here, let's go. Smithers Shopping. What else we got? Stone Moth, Hetherington and Hooper. So Hetherington and Hooper, let's go here. So let's say I was curious and I'm wanting to buy some clothes. What do we got here? We got, okay, so they got work boots. So maybe I need some work boots. What do we got here? They looks like they got a lot of clothes, a lot of work boots, nice work boots too. Oh, they got dress shoes. Do they have Darn Tough socks? They got Darn Tough socks too. Awesome. They got a lot of clothes, Carhartt. So do you see how the photos, they're not necessarily fancy. They're not like that angle and they're trying to catch the light and all this stuff, but they give you a good amount of detail of what to expect in this location. So you know what to expect. Unfortunately, these guys don't have a 360-degree virtual tour yet, but they will. Cedars lingerie. This one is actually, they've done a very good job. Okay, 4 months ago, they've done a very good job. So this photo is at a good angle. It's got a good view of the store. You know what to expect. Like, okay. And then come here, once again, nice view of the store. All right, you know what to expect. And this one, a little bit of a fancier type shot, but not bad. Okay. But no, you've got a view. This one, the same thing. This one kind of like meh. It's got the fancy type shot, you know, like this is clear, blurry in the back, but there's nothing really it's showing me, right? Like, so there's photos that you want for Instagram, there's photos that you want for places like Google. Come into here, I think this is the old location. So these I would remove, because I know that that's the old location. This, so yes, that's the change room, but it's kind of got like that fancy photo type look. And then 4 months ago, you can see this is the new location. And yeah, so these photos I like. They're good. They give you an idea as to what to expect in the store. Now, let me take a look at Local Supply Co. So these guys, they do like snowboard gear, ski gear, okay? Really good photo. Really good photo. Okay, I want to buy some snowboard gear. I want to buy some, whatever these guys sell, I want to buy, but I want to check them out on Google. Boom. I see that they've got a huge looking store. They got some stuff in the, they got stuff way over in the corner there. They got way over here, way in the back, like really good photo. A lot of information has been given to me, okay, just by looking at that photo. Really good photo because it shows the whole location of the front. So when I show up, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna know where I'm going. Once again, okay? Once again, another good shot, okay? You can see, I can see paddle boards, wakeboards, backpacks, sleeping bags. These guys have a lot. Skateboards, awesome. Shoes, I need some new skate shoes, okay? Another good shot, beautiful, fantastic, love that. Okay, so you as a consumer, you know what to expect when you're going here. Nice. Where's this? I don't know what this is, okay? So I'm not really sure what this is. I guess it's got something to do with maybe insoles. Good shot. Like I said, there's a lot of information that I'm getting from that, and it's also easy for me to translate in my head. I don't have to, when you try to get those fancy angles and things, your brain kind of looks at it and you're like, what is that? And you have to kind of figure it out. Like when you look at this, you're kind of like, what am I looking at right there? Right? So that's why you don't necessarily want to go with the fancy angles. And so here we got some things. Not really sure what this is. But yeah, that's the, is there more photos? That's the last ones. What's here? Not sure what that is. I don't know if this is their shop. I don't think that is. They don't have a 360 virtual tour yet. Would love to do one because they have a beautiful store. But as you can see, that's where their location is. An old photo, as you can see, because I don't even think that is their business. I don't even think so. I don't know what that sign is, but yeah, that's actually maybe that is just an old logo. But you can see the difference in like really nice informational type pictures. Really good. Let me see here, just trying to think as to, let's see, mountains and meadows. Okay, let's do Kitchen Works, Marks. Let's do one more. Okay, let's do one more. So once again, here's floral and plants. Okay, this one, I'm surprised this is still up. I thought yeah, but check this out. These guys, this is a photo from 4 years ago, and this is actually, I actually did this for free just because I was testing out some cameras. It's not very good at all, but if I wanted to really know what to expect out of this store, I have a good idea. I can go to their other photos. So let's see, there's the front. They got some, okay, got some good stuff. Nice flowers. Nice. That's really nice. Nice. Okay. If they did not have this photo, I would have no idea what to expect in this place. They do have some nice flowers. I'll give them that 100%. But sometimes as consumers, we want to know what is a place going to be like. So let's go to Smithers Gym. Okay, so you got a couple options when you go into a gym. Okay, so if we go to Fitness Northwest, we got 17 photos. So here we've got one photo. Once again, you're kind of having to piece it together. Like, okay, I guess this is the cardio room. This is an example of one of those fancy type photos. You're trying to get those angles and the lines and stuff, and it's just, there's photos that belong on Instagram, there's photos that belong on Google. So I'm having to piece this together and kind of get an idea as to what am I looking at. Come into here, this is a terrible photo. I don't know what kind of camera that was taken on. That's a terrible photo. So here, don't know what that is. This is the representation of your business. Okay, this is the representation of your business. I know, dealing with a lot of business owners, they're very proud of what they have. They're very proud of their business, their location, the work that they put in. This blurry photo here, it's good, but obviously you can see that the quality of it's not very good. This is an okay photo, kind of gives me an idea. Okay. And then this is once again, a cardio room. Okay, so this is the cardio room from 6 years ago. Better photo than this one. Okay, how I would have improved this is actually turn the camera sideways so that I can actually see there's actually more to the right over here. And so you could have got more information from that photo. So this is the representation. Like, these look like they're from like the 1930s, you know, like this is the representation of your business. Now let me show you an example of another business. We go to, actually, let me actually just choose one here. Oakley Valley, Titan Performance. Titan Performance, okay. These guys got a lot of different things, a lot of photos. Here's the team. Okay, Jamie. Now, one thing I want to show you is one thing that they've got, obviously, is they've got a beautiful 360-degree virtual tour. So if you were curious about what this gym has to offer, you have the ability to look all around, top to bottom. Especially with gyms. Gyms are so specific. Like when I go to a gym, I want to make sure they have the equipment that I like. I want to make sure that it's high quality equipment. I want to make sure that it's the brand that I like. And here, I can check it out fully in detail. And what this also does, this also builds trust and transparency with your potential clients, your potential patients, because you're not holding anything back. You're not taking a photo trying to get a certain angle to try and maybe hide something. This exposes everything and says, come on in. Okay, like we have nothing to hide. We want you to see. We want, when you walk through the front door of our location, we want you to be sold. You just have a couple more questions, and as long as we can answer those questions, you're a member. So that is the thing, because if I have a huge list of uncertainties, questions, concerns, things like that, what kind of equipment do you have? What is the layout of the place? Here, I know the layout of the place. The last place I just showed you, do you know the layout of the place? No, you don't. You have no idea what the layout of the place is. Okay, and check it out. We even have a little rehabilitation room. Cool. All right, so we have a rehabilitation room, and then we also have the front desk. So I know what to expect when I come to Titan Performance. 100%. I know what to expect right from the point that I walk in to the point that I'm working out. So very, very, very nice. Let me see. Let's go Smithers. There's a new one. Optometry. Optometrist. Okay. FYI doctors. FYI doctor. Huh. Web result. Interesting. Because there's one that's supposed to be here, but it's not. Huh. Interesting. Okay. These guys right here. And that's not even their website. It's interesting. Taihi Optometry. They have a website, of course. Okay, this is interesting. Right? Taihi Optometry. That's their website. That's their Google. And they got 18 Google reviews. Why did that not? Well, I probably know why it didn't, but that is, look, Smithers Optometry. FYI doctors, I recommend is not even a, it's just a citation. It's what you call a business citation. That's all it is. It's not even their website. And then Taihi Optometry visual book. Once again, this is another business citation. It's not even their website. That is, see, like this is what you're being shown first. This is what you're being shown first. Okay, let me see if I can take a look at their website. Let me go here. Built with their website. Facebook, Google Analytics, Instagram. Okay, so they have a WordPress, which is good. This is just showing me like what their website is built with. I can kind of see the different things that are in there. GoDaddy, Cloudflare, which is good. Okay. Interesting. I didn't see anything like. Okay, so we got 8 organic keywords, so that could be a lot more. They just launched it in November. Their keywords that their website is being found for is, let's see here, Taihi Optometry, Taihi FYI Smithers. That's not even them, and so they shouldn't even be found for that. Taihi Optometry. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily pertain just to these guys. I'm sure that if I found other websites, I could actually see similar problems as you see here. So what this tells me, okay, is that there's something wrong with the website. So the under the hood of the website, these guys are not FYI Smithers, but for some reason Google is indexing them under FYI Doctors Smithers, FYI Smithers. Google is saying we're going to put people who are looking for FYI, we're going to put Taihi Optometry in front of them, which in one way is kind of good, but what do you not see here? You don't see Smithers Optometry. optometrist in Smithers. You don't see that. So let's actually go back. Okay, Smithers Optometry. As I've shown you that there's 2 business citations, which are just this and this. It's not even their website. Does their website, like, these are all business citations. Their website should be up here. That is very, very interesting. Now, what would be a problem with this? It could be what's called the what's it called? Of course, I can't remember it. The schema code. Okay, could be a problem with the schema code. So what I'm doing here is I've opened this up into Chrome, and I can actually see the code of the website, and then I can see, okay, so there's no rank math. So they're using all-in-one SEO, which is good. So whoever built their website, they've got all-in-one SEO in there. They've got schema, I can see that. Okay, schema, yes. Interesting. So, So let's take a look at their website. And it's a nice website. Like, I like the colors. I like the dark blue. I like it's nice. Like, the photos are nice. I like it. Okay, like I like it. I like the brown with the dark navy blue. I like it. I our practice, our location. But as you saw, it is not coming up here. Smithers Optometry. And then when we look into the under the hood, how people are finding their website is just Taihe Optometry and FYI Smithers. So if I were to type this in to Google, FYI, still not there. FYI. Still not there. What page were they on, actually? They should be on the second page. But they're not. Okay. So, oh, there they are right there. Okay, so as you can see, they are on the 4th page of Google. So the 4th page of Google. Right there. Personal vision and eye care Smithers. So very interesting that they do have a Google Maps listing, but they're not being found on it. Now let's take a look at FYI. FYI Doctors, they don't even have a Smithers website because they're just a branch of FYI. So they don't necessarily have a... Okay, so Optometrist Smithers. FYI, I recommend. Okay, here we go. We've got right here. Perfect. So that is there. That's good. Optometrist Smithers. Okay. But still, this should be above these 2 listings. These are business citations, which I said were these. So the website itself should be above those. So there can be some improvement. And even looking at this, you can see that there can definitely be some improvement. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me see. Okay. Just interesting, that's for sure. Definitely interesting. But it would be something that I would want to take a look at, because if people are searching for an optometrist in Smithers and your listing's not coming up, because really what should happen is there should be 2. There should be 2 what's called a 3-pack. So let me see if I can show you. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Okay. So optometry Smithers, this is exactly what should be showing up. Okay, it's a little bit better. FYI doctors, in my opinion, I think their website, and once again, it's not even here, should be here. You see what I'm seeing, and this is in I'm not logged in or anything. Yeah, okay, interesting. It would have to, you'd have to take a much deeper look as to why this is happening, what is being happening. Yeah, okay. Were they not found at all in there? You got the two listings, okay, you got the 3, these are all, like, you got their Facebook page, but you do not have, like, I literally, optometry Smithers. What if I were to go eye doctor Smithers? Once again, you've got these 2 business citations. You've got the FYI doctors, Medimap, Smithers Chamber of Commerce. Basically, what's supposed to happen is those are business citations that are showing up. Here they are right here. Okay, so they are on the 3rd page of Google. So you have these business citations, which, like, Yelp is a business citation, okay, and Rate MDs, that's a business citation. Yellow Pages, business citation. Those are just small things, whereas your website should be above the business citations because it's higher quality. And then the business citations are just business citations. They can be very simple. So if I were to go to, let's go back here, like I showed you, which one? Let's Medimap, optometrist, TAI optometry, FYI doctors. Yeah, just these are just business citations. That's all it is. Just your, yeah. So your website should be up here. So that is interesting. So if you have a business, and even though we're looking at TAI optometry here, if you have a business, you want to make sure that your website, and this is what I talk about a lot in my videos, is that you want to make sure that your website is performing as well as it should, that it's good. And as you can see here, we've got 74 organic traffic a month, but a lot of that is not being found for whatever reason. And so, yeah, FYI Smithers, TAI optometry. So TAI optometry, these are people who know about you. But what about the people who don't know about you? How do you reach them? Because the people who know about you are this big. The people who don't know about you is this big. So you want to tap into this market is what you want to do. And so that's the thing. So that's very interesting. So TAI, if you're watching this, most definitely take a look at that, because that's not what you want to be seen. Okay. So anyways, going back to 360-degree virtual tours. Okay, if you're a gym owner and you want to get more memberships, imagine giving your potential members the ability to walk through your whole entire gym and to show them that everything that you have, like, look at this place. This place is beautiful. Okay. You can walk through the whole entire place, explore it top to bottom. Not only do these guys have nice photos, like you can see whatever you want. Like, holy smokes. You got a nice view. Not only that, we can go through and see even more in the same gym. Look at what these guys have. So people are wondering, well, why does it cost $200 a month? And you're like, oh, well, they have ice baths, they have saunas, ice plunge. You can get up close and personal to this. We've got a steam room. So if you had just regular photos of your gym or your business, whatever your business may be, versus having a full 360-degree virtual tour, what do you think is going to sell people on coming to your location? This is handpicked home in White Rock, BC. It's right on Johnston Street. All they sell are locally made gifts. And if you're looking for a gift, you're looking for something that is locally made, and you get to virtually walk through this location, whatever it is you want to see. Imagine giving potential customers the ability to do such a thing. I can zoom in, I can zoom out. So if you want to get more customers, more potential people walking through your doors, choosing you over the competition, having something like a 360-degree virtual tour is going to give you that ability. Here is Blue Water Sushi in Smithers, BC. Now, mind you, it looks a little bit different because they just recently got it up, renovated. But still, you're looking for a restaurant, and here you can say, do we want to visit this restaurant? Is this a restaurant that I want to see? I can virtually walk through the whole entire place. I'm looking for a place to go for Mother's Day. I'm looking for a place to go for my birthday. I'm looking for a place to go on a date. From top to bottom, I can look all around. And if we go, let's actually go take a look at some. Let's go back to Google. And then let's go to Smithers Restaurants. We come into Google. UFO. These guys are paying for ads right here. These guys are paying for ads. Okay. So we got Telly's Grill. Okay. Let's go to, where is, okay, UFO. Let's go to UFO. I'm not sure what this little thing right here is. It's kind of interesting. So we come into here. I've only been in this restaurant once. I've never actually eaten it. But here, so talking about photos, okay, we got some soup, BC Food Adventure. Okay, it looks like you can get some sweets there. This looks good. I like that. Cool. Looks like you can get some muffins, some borscht, cabbage rolls. Are those? See, this is a good photo here because once again, it's showing me the space so that when I walk in, I know what to expect. But what it doesn't show me is what's over to the left. What is over there? And that's what the difference between having a 360-degree virtual tour is. You have that ability that you don't just have this shot. You have the ability to be able to say, okay, so I'm at the front door. Okay, so this is where they take orders or they seat me. Okay. And like I said, they've recently updated theirs, so it's going to look different. But you get the whole experience going through here versus coming in here, even though it's a smaller place, it's a much smaller place, but still it's a good photo. There's ways for it to be better. Nice shot of the outdoor, like it. That was taken by a customer. That, I don't know if that's actually part of it. That's from 6 years ago. I don't know if that's actually part of there. Okay, so we have, see, you have to piece things together when you have photos like this. Okay, so there's not much inside. So the inside photos, we've got this, and we've got this. You got 3 photos. So for me, I'm very specific whenever I'm looking for a place. I want to know what that's like. Whereas if we go into, let's say, Two Sisters Cafe, check this out. These guys come into here. You got some photos, okay. This is a good photo, boom. It's got a lot of information in that, I got that. But guess what they also have? They also have a beautiful 360-degree virtual tour. Now I know what to expect when I walk into this place. I'm looking around, okay, so that's the street there, Farm Save across this road. There's the parking. I know exactly what to expect. Beautiful little location. Okay, so this is where I order my food. What do they have here? Oh wow, looks like they got some beautiful sweets here. Delicious looking, awesome. Cool, so you know exactly what to expect here. So anyways, this is, if there's anything else that I want to show Smithers Restaurants, let's actually do one more. I could really do this the whole time. 323 photos. There's a lot of photos here. Really, really cool. So here we've got Roadhouse. Okay, this is one of the fancier type restaurants in Smithers. And so here, let's say if I wanted to check out the vibe. So here's a photo. It's not a very good photo. It's not like the quality of it is not very good. It's kind of dark, doesn't really show a whole lot. This is actually fairly decent. This one from 11 months ago is actually fairly decent. Wide, you can see a lot. Like that one's clear. This one is actually pretty decent. Not too shabby. I like how it's taken from above. This I imagine. So when I'm talking about having to piece things together, I don't know where this is. Is this upstairs? Is this downstairs? Is this in a room that I can't see in the other photos? Whereas when you have a 360 ability, you give your potential customers the ability to look all around. They have the ability right from the front door to be able to explore at their own will on their phone, on their computer, on their tablet, whatever it is. And if I look through here, I'm just trying to see what else I have here. It doesn't necessarily matter what it is. From a gift shop, here we have a beautiful gift shop in Hazleton that you can go through. You have, what else do we have here? Valley Oasis, Smithers Lumberyard. This is absolutely same thing. Right from the get-go, you get a lot of information right from the front door. Whereas here, I have no idea where this is. It looks cool, it looks nice, but I have no idea. We got that, okay. We got a little corner, okay. It's not a very good photo, it's very dark. And the thing with Google, unfortunately, is that your photos on here can be taken by some random person just who has been into your restaurant, who's been into your business. And then that photo can be the representation of your business. So rather than having some random person taking photos, you take control of the representation of your business, and you make sure that your business looks good. Like, look at this thing. I'm sure this area is really nice because we saw a photo of it before, but this photo is terrible. But that is the representation of your business. And then we've got this. What do we got? Like, once again, it kind of shows me it's kind of cool, but it's not a very good photo. And it's not to, put anybody down about their photo taking skills, but the thing is that I'm trying to get across is that you have your business. I'm sure the owners of this restaurant are very proud of their location. It's a very beautiful place. And if you have a very beautiful place, okay, like for example, if you where did that go? If you have a very beautiful place, like let's say here, like this yoga studio, how would you want this yoga studio to be represented? Would you want this yoga studio to be represented in a dark, blurry way that you can't really tell what it is, how it is? Or would you want your business, your location, to be represented in all of its glory, all of the beautiful colors, all of the beautiful space? You can see right from the get-go what people can experience. How would you want your business to be represented? Because you look at this photo and you're like, wow, this is a really nice spot. It is a very, very nice spot. So you can either have your business represented in a beautiful way, or you can have your business represented in a blurry, dark, low quality photo type way. So if you were looking at these photos at this location, they got beautiful artwork on the wall. They got a beautiful location looks like up there. How would you want your business to be represented? And so that's why you take ownership of the representation of your business and you get high quality photos. And what's actually interesting is because Roadhouse, if we actually go to their website, they have beautiful. Don't worry about their website because their website needs some updating. But their photos, okay, the photos of their food, I absolutely love. Okay, come on. Why is it not? Okay, those are supposed to click open. Let me see here. Lightbox. Here we go. Like, look at this photo. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. I love the photos, not that one, of the food. It's very, very well done. It's absolutely like the colors, the lighting, they're very nice. Here, let me see. That one's nice. Like this one here. Like, I like that. It's beautiful. This here. Like, the photos are very well done. They're absolutely awesome. So it's just interesting that, you have such nice photos of the food, but then the location itself is not up to the same standards as the photos of the food. So anyways, hopefully you learned something from this, and you can see that if you want to get more customers, more people walking through your door, you want people who don't know about your business to find you, that you want a good website, you want your website to be found, you want good photos, beautiful photos, you want your location to be represented in a beautiful fashion. And so if we look again, check out this gym right here. This gym is one of the coolest gyms you'll ever see. Like, look at this. Right from the get-go, you can see everything that these guys have to offer. Okay, they have merchandise. If you wanted to, you can actually check out their merchandise. Want to see something cool, you can actually watch a video right there. Like, how cool is that? We come into here, walk down the hallway. I'm going to show you one of their fit suites, as they call it. This is your very own private workout room. You get all the equipment in here, you shut the door, and you can work out on your own. And depending on your membership, you can either have access to this, or you can have access to one of their luxe suites, which gives you more space. Like, look how beautiful this place is. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So you can have some janky old photos. You can have some photos that you're like, hey, you should check out the upstairs in our restaurant. It's absolutely beautiful. But when you give people the ability to virtually walk through from any device, any location, and they can explore top to bottom all that you have to offer, that is only going to convert those online visitors into people walking through your doors. That is the power of making sure that the representation of your business online is at the highest quality, because that's what people are going to choose you over them. So anyways, I hope you learned something from this video. It was a long video. Anyways, there's a lot to go through. And I am Nathan with 360 Gallery, and I will talk to you later. All right, we'll see ya.